This is day one of our travel from Tasmania to Geelong, taking the Spirit of Tasmania boat with 4 children. It's not a cruise boat. People warned us about it. Did we listen? No. Why would we do that? To start with, I need to rewind and show you the mammoth effort that it took for us to actually get to the point where we could go on the boat. We didn't even know if we were getting on the boat until a week before. We have been finishing our new build, which meant all of the landscaping, finishing touches, handrails, touching up some plaster, touching up some paint, rendering the side of the house. Like, there was all these tiny little jobs that we needed to finish off in the months leading up to our move. So we had been working after hours, after our normal day-to-day jobs, at finishing these off. I want to take you back and actually show you what that kind of looked like for us. This is tiny snippets. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you more of our process finishing the house, because I've got plenty of footage. Don't know if that's really interesting. And then after that, the vlog of our first road trip day, aka the Spirit of Tasmania. Finishing the house consisted of this. Almost 99% of the time. I had my birthday in amongst the chaos, and of course I wanted to have a party despite it being super impractical. And that looked like this.
Yes, Billy! Oh, yes!
Then we get the house finished, we get the house cleaned, and we are finally able to start packing our trailer. We chose to make our house an Airbnb, leave a lot of our stuff in storage, but we packed our pure essentials into Jordan's tool trailer. I can't tell you how good a feeling it was to actually start putting stuff in that trailer. Then came a very sad part. It was such a bad time for us to leave. Just found out that someone in our family was pregnant, and we had 2 sets of friends due very close to when we were leaving. It was really hard to say goodbye to family and friends. It's not goodbye forever, it's just goodbye for now. So long, farewell, do do boo doo boo boo doo. Cool. I don't think I want to know about that. Anyway, back to the topic. And then it was time to say goodbye to family. Went round to my parents' house, went round to Jordan's parents' house. Shh. I'm trying to film here. You just sound like a little bird. Squawky, squawky, squawky. Yeah, I do. I really want to put that in my YouTube channel. Anyway, we did family dinner at Jordan's parents' house, and on a separate night we went out to my parents' house for dinner as well. I think all the families just enjoyed playing with the kids because they knew it was going to be a little while before they saw them again. It was all going fine and dandy until the twins decided they were going to crack it. We popped a bottle of champagne to celebrate getting on the boat the very next day. And when we did family dinner with Jordan's parents, we did a impromptu birthday cake for Sully because it was going to be his birthday when we arrived in the Sunshine Coast, and his family would have missed out on doing that. This was his face when he realised that the birthday cake was for him, because he knew it wasn't his birthday, and then, oh my gosh, you cannot pay for that kind of smile. We said our very last goodbyes. So we hit the road and we are off. We get to the drive on for the boat, and we think it's gonna go smoothly. How naive were we? I mean, come on. In the car, moving states with 4 kids and no house. Who's excited? Yeah. sauce?
Back to Queensland. So on my birthday, I'm hoping to go to the aquatic centre or movie world.
It was going so well until we had to line up for about 2.5 hours to get onto the Spirit of Tasmania. We're having fun. They started to all lose it, and I can't put the sound on here, partially because you probably don't want to hear it and partially because we were playing copyrighted music in the background, so lesson learnt. But basically a whole bunch of complaining about the fact that we are not there yet and how long is this going to take. Stuffed them full of snacks and anything I could pull out of my hat in terms of entertainment, but then you still have the problem where one twin wants something that the other twin has. Finally, we were able to drive on the boat, and it was such a good feeling. Getting off the boat was really tricky. That was because we had barely any room and we had to get 4 kids out and carry them with no space to carry them, and the pram and the nappy bag that we needed. So it was a mission, to say the least. We are moving to Queensland.
This is the Queensland.
Our game plan getting on the boat was to delay as much as we could and drag out all the activities, which was alright, except that we underestimated just
What are you guys doing?
how little there was to do on the boat. Not to mention the fact that the twins always just wanted to be anywhere but the area that you'd chosen to hang out in. We booked a cabin while we were driving onto the boat because we thought, you know what, it might be worth it, and thank goodness we did. It was just nice to have somewhere that we could go, even though it was still difficult. Also meant we had somewhere to nap the twins, which was a bit of a mission to do on my own on a bed because we didn't have any porta cots. They woke up, we went outside. So we are on the boat. Are we? How many hours do we have left?
10,000 million.
Like 3 hours.
No, 10,000 million.
I hope not. We tried to stay outside for as long as possible and just really drag out the time. The playground that was on the boat isn't fenced off. It was quite small, and obviously there were a lot of children on it, so it wasn't super practical for our kids. This ended up being the best playground for them, and they had some really nice playtime out there. We got pizza for dinner, which Sienna clearly loved. Just killing time until it was bedtime again. We're all squeezed into this tiny little cabin, but thank goodness we got it. We went back to the cabin for the twins' afternoon nap. A few of the kids napped. Did you have a nice sleep? Here's a little tour of the cabin. It had this little bathroom and the shower that we should have put the kids in to kill some time, but we didn't even think of that, to be honest. The walkway and the door into the cabin was really skinny, so we had to fold the pram up and down to be able to get it in and out and basically throw the kids over. Attempted to get everyone to have a nap. She did not let that happen. Everyone else got a little nap, except for us and her. And we have to fold the pram up just to be able to get it through the door. We decided just to hang out in the cabin for the last few hours before it was time to get off the boat because we did not want to brave it upstairs again. Another hour. Yeah, we were all so over it by this point, just in survival mode. The kids were going rogue. Corbin still asleep, but I wasn't complaining about that.
Look where we are, people.
We battled through getting everyone and everything back into the car, and off we went to our accommodation. So we have just arrived late off the boat to our Airbnb for the night, which we're going to set up the porta cots. Is this little home perfectly 4 minutes from where we got off the boat. So now we've got to set up all of the porta cots. There we go. How good. Let's get the kids out. Let's get these kids inside. Finishing it off. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. That is the end of our day 1 of travel and a little bit of insight before we actually got to the traveling part. I have set myself a mission to release a video every week, so make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with these videos. I'm pretty sure the kids are about to walk in the door. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.